Hello everybody, it's Delilah and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be all about the regrets that I have regarding baby products and products for new mamas as well as products that I just refuse to buy. Theodore is in the back sleeping and Eloise may be talking a little bit throughout this video. She is supposed to be sleeping, but she's not. If you hear noises, that's why. There are so many baby products out there, like countless, endless amounts of baby products, different varieties of baby products, and it can be very, very overwhelming, especially for first-time mamas. I'm gonna get into this list in just a second, but before I do, I just want to say hey to everybody who's new here. If you are not subscribed already, I would love it if you would subscribe. I make all kinds of motherhood and lifestyle videos, advice videos. I do a lot of vlogs, lots of like thrifting and like food videos and all kinds of stuff. So if you're interested in that, if you want to follow along with our family and our journey, I would love it if you would subscribe. Also, I'm going to be making a video in the near future all about the opposite of this video, the products that you do need, my minimalist guide to baby products. So keep an eye out for that, but for today we're just going to be talking about the products that you do not need. The first couple of ones are probably going to come as a shock to you because I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that they did not use these products. The first product that I regret buying is diaper creams. There are countless amounts of diaper creams, different varieties, natural ones, more medicated ones, so many different kinds, and they are so ridiculously expensive. When Eloise started eating solid food, she had a bit of a problem with diaper rashes. Previously, we had just been using Vaseline, so this was kind of new territory for me. I started experimenting with different kinds of diaper creams, and the conclusion I came to was that cornstarch is 100,000 times better than any diaper cream on the market. It is dirt cheap, it is natural, and it works so well. What I do is just take like a old cheap face cloth, lay it flat, and put a pile of cornstarch on top of it, and then I gather the corners, tie it together with a hair tie or a rubber band or anything like that, and it makes this little like cornstarch poof. Every diaper change I just pat that onto my baby's bottoms, and they have never had a diaper rash since. The next product is baby lotions. This is more so referring to newborns. I have purchased baby lotions for Eloise now that she's older, but for newborns their skin is just so fresh and new and sensitive. The only thing I've ever used on my babies when they were newborn was coconut oil. It's natural, it's cheaper, it works just as great as any baby lotion. The only downside is that their skin does tend to feel a little bit greasy afterwards. Theodore's waking up. The next product, baby shoes. You've probably heard about this a lot. Sure, they're adorable. They are so cute. They're so tiny and so tempting to purchase, but do not do it because you will never use them. Ever. I have never put baby shoes on my kids. The next product is a wipe warmer. This is something I heard about when I was pregnant with Eloise, and I thought it was a great idea at the time, but then quickly realized that it's not. It's just one of those things that's excessive and not necessary. And I've also heard that keeping your wipes in a warm environment like that is just a breeding ground for bacteria. So it can ultimately actually be worse than using your regular cold room temperature wipes. It's not that big of a deal to use a cold wipe on your baby's bottom. They may not like it, but it won't last long, and as soon as that diaper is back on and they're all bundled up, they will be just fine. The next product is actually for mamas, and that is a nursing bra. With Eloise, I purchased really cheap ones that didn't really flatter me very well, and I always felt frumpy. So with Theodore, I decided to splurge a little bit. I bought more expensive ones that like would hold me up a little bit more, give me some more shape, and I wish I had not bought them. I've heard a lot about bras from the brand True & Co. I've never tried them before. I really want to, but I've heard bras like that are just like softer and more gooey, less stiff and more comfortable, are far better for nursing than any other bra. Bralettes as well. I wear bralettes all the time. They're comfy, they're cute, and so easy to nurse with. I just pull the bra down and Theodore can nurse just fine. Nursing bras are really expensive and just not really necessary. I can even just wear my regular old bras that I wore before giving birth, and it works just fine just to pull it down. So the next product is a baby bathtub. We have never actually purchased a full bathtub. I'm glad that we never did because it would just take up a lot of space in our house. For Eloise, we bought a bathtub insert that we just like set her on inside the bathtub or in the sink wherever we bathed her. And even that I feel like isn't necessary. What I've seen a lot of people do actually is just lay a towel down on the bottom of the bathtub and fill it about this full with water and then just lay your baby down. That way you don't have to worry about them slipping and sliding everywhere, and you don't have to buy anything expensive that's going to take up space. What I've been doing with Theodore is just taking showers with him. He loves it. Eloise hated it, so I never got to do it with her, but Theodore loves it, and so it's just so much easier to take him into the shower with me. That's another really great way to do it without having to go and purchase a baby bathtub of any kind. The next item is a changing table / changing pad. Changing tables are so unnecessary. For the first however many months of my kids' lives, I just change them on the bed, on the floor. Wherever we are, that's where the diaper change happens. It does not need to be on a change table. Plus, you can always use a dresser as a change table, and it doubles as storage space. I feel like that is just a much better solution than going out and buying an actual change table. When I say changing pad, I don't mean never buy a changing pad, because we have one, we love it. But what I would recommend is a wipeable changing pad. We splurged and we bought the Kikaroo changing pad, and we love it. It is soft, it is pretty, and we don't ever have to take off the cover and put it in the wash. That was one thing I found to be just really annoying, because I'd always have to like scrub out stains, and you'd have to buy multiple covers so that there's always a cover on the pad at a time. So I would suggest splurging on a wipeable changing pad. It's just so much easier. The next product is for mamas as well, and that is a nipple cream. I bought one with Eloise, I used it, but I realized now it was unnecessary. I could have just used my own breast milk. Breast milk is great for healing anything. Could have used coconut oil or even Vaseline to create a bit of a barrier between my nipple and the bra. Those products you probably have at home already. Want me to hold you? Those products you probably have at home already, and there's no sense in going out and buying an expensive nipple cream. The next item is baby nail clippers. I don't know if it's just my children, but I hardly ever clip their nails. Their nails, once they get to a certain length, peel off on their own, and I don't ever have to clip them. The odd time I will clip them, and I just use my own nail clipper. It is really unnecessary to go out and buy ones. I did, and I regret it so much, because my own nail clipper works far better than the baby nail clippers that I bought. The next item is something that you probably don't have to actually purchase but download, and that is a tracking app. First-time mamas will be encouraged very much so by the nurses to keep track of every little thing. And while I do understand where they're coming from, it just is so much more stressful to actually track everything than to just let it be and to let your baby decide what it needs when it needs it. When I had Eloise, I was told to track when she fed, how much she fed, how long she fed, which side she fed on, how often she was having wet diapers and poopy diapers, and it was very stressful as a first-time mom. This time around, I have tracked nothing, and it has been so much more stress-free. I would suggest as a second-time mom to just let it go. Don't stress about those little things. They're not important. The next item is blackout curtains. I have heard so many people swear by them, and I don't know if it's just my children, but they sleep great whether they're in a very dark room or a dimly lit room. Something that we really wanted was for them to be able to sleep anywhere, not just in a very, very dark room, because sometimes, like if you're traveling or if you're at somebody's house, it can be really hard to make a really dark environment for your children. We've never used blackout curtains. We've never made the room pitch black to try and make them sleep better. They sleep great without it, and I'm glad that we decided to do that. The last item on my list is a diaper genie. I thought I needed one of these when I had Eloise. I was convinced. We ended up getting one as a gift, and we've used it this whole time, but honestly, we did not need it. When your baby is newborn, the newborn poops really don't stink. A garbage can will work just fine. As long as you're taking out your baby's poopy and wet diapers every couple of days, you're not going to have an issue with smell at all. When Eloise started eating solid foods, her poops became really stinky, and the diaper genie just did not cut it. We'd put her diapers in there and the whole room would stink within a couple of hours. It just didn't work good enough. So we ended up taking her poopy diapers out every single time she pooped. So there was really no point in having a diaper genie in the first place. That concludes my list of baby items I regret buying. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you found it useful. If you liked this video and found it helpful, make sure to give it a thumbs up. That really helps me out. And comment below the baby products you refuse to buy or regret buying. It'd be really interesting to know your opinions on it as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys. Say bye-bye.